Hello and welcome to the best slash worst YouTube channel on YouTube. Today we're talking about PlayStation 5 owners are losing access to hundreds of games. This is very scary for someone like me who literally owns hundreds of said games, and it seems like Sony has some kind of glitch that they don't really have under control. Uh, this news comes today. What's today's date? Thursday, March 7th. We're going to read this article from metro.co.uk about this. So, PS5 owners lose access to hundreds of games as digital purchases are wiped from their accounts. A strange bug is removing people's games on PlayStation 4 and 5. Also, the PlayStation Vita for anyone who still has that. And Sony doesn't seem to have a fix. It wasn't long ago that PlayStation sparked fan outrage when it said it would remove Discovery video content from people's libraries, even though they had already paid for it. So yes, I believe it was like a year ago. If you were one of these wackos who like to buy movies off of the PlayStation Network, very, very weird. In this day and age, there's so many ways to get your hands on movies, whether it's legal streaming services or other nefarious ways, or even physical media. There's some people like me who still like physical media and still think that there's a place for it in this world. But one place people were getting their TV shows and movies was the PlayStation Network, of all places. Totally bizarre place to buy TV shows and movies, and it turned out to bite them square in the ass, because Sony removed the Discovery video content from people's libraries. So if you already had it downloaded, that shit was swiped. Swiper, no swiping. Swipe that shit right from under your nose. You was watching some fucking Shark Week, Discovery Shark Week. That shit was fucking out of here. And while I'm not a fan of buying movies on the PlayStation Network, I do like to buy video games off the PlayStation Network. There's just something really nice about being able to just download a game and just, instead of having to get up and swap discs when you want to fucking play a game, you just jump from game to game. It's very nice. But there's also a debate about this regarding they could do what they did with the Discovery content. They can just remove your fucking games without further notice. Just take that shit away from you. And I don't know about you, but games are like $70 a pop these days, so if Sony comes after my fucking games, it's gonna be World War III. Some people are gun nuts. Some people love guns. They say they better not come for my guns. It'll be like the Civil War. Well, Sony better not come for my games, because I buy games and barely fucking play them, and I'll be damned if Sony's gonna fucking prevent me from finishing a game in 6 years like it takes me. But nevertheless, I'm fucking rambling about stupid shit nobody cares about. Let's continue this article. So, PlayStation later backtracked, but a similar unintentional issue has now come up, a random bug that's wiping digital games from people's libraries. If this shit happens to me, I'm calling Sony, and if Sony don't do something about this shit, I will show up at Sony. I'll be like, I'll show up with my fucking PlayStation 5 in hand, and I'll say, you better get these goddamn games back on my fucking console. I swear to God. So, the bug is affecting PlayStation 4 and 5s and PlayStation Vitas, and fans are certainly not happy about it. At least 50, that's a fucking small number. At least 50 PlayStation owners have reported that their digital games are going missing. And I will be honest, there have been times where I've been like, I remember owning a game, and then I go on the PlayStation. I go in my library on PlayStation. I'm like, where the fuck's that game at? There have been instances where that's happened. It's been really fucking. It's like few and far in between, but it does happen. One affected by the bug went on Reddit to explain what's going on and vent their frustration that they can no longer access some of their games, in a post that has attracted others with the same problem. For the last few months, there's been a bug impacting a relatively small amount of PlayStation Network users, in which all digital licenses, including purchased games and titles added to one's library via PS Plus, become decoupled from your transaction history, which shows you purchased those things. So let's take a second. Let's go back over this paragraph. This seems a little interesting. For the last few months, there's been a bug. It says in which all digital licenses, including purchased games and okay, so I saw PlayStation Plus there, and I got confused. So PlayStation Plus gives away games every month. So it's not just the games that the user purchased himself. It's also the free games that they give are also disappearing. The bug wipes games from your account, and to make it worse, DSuds, what the hell is DSuds? DSuds adds that if you're affected by the bug, you can't re-download the missing games, as your PlayStation account won't let you. I'm never buying a digital game from the PlayStation again. Horrible customer support and terrible practices towards customers. All right, well, I will. Before I continue, I will say, if you have purchased a game off of PlayStation Network, you should find a receipt on your email from where you purchased the game. However, if these are games that you purchased like 10 years ago, you might have trouble finding receipts for that. I'm not sure how far. I'm not sure how many years your emails are archived by whatever email site you use. I'm not really sure about that. I do know you get receipts for all this stuff. So if you lost one of your games, if you're someone who goes through this, I'm pretty sure you could probably just check your email and find your receipt. I would literally, I would call Sony. I'd be like, listen, I have receipts for these games. You're going to give me my fucking games, dude. Like, Sony's been shit in the bed recently, man. They've been, like, the entire video game industry has been shit in the bed, honestly. It's fucking so sad to see. Like, thank God, I see Helldivers 2 mentioned on here. Helldivers 2 is like a saving grace for Sony. Let's see, another poster pleaded for answers as they've lost access to over 400 games after... Dude, I would be so pissed. Oh my God, I'd be so pissed. I'm a PlayStation user since PS3, and this account bug is really bad. I hope Sony and PlayStation give a real solution, and if someone knows how to resolve this huge problem, let me know. So I guess DSuds is the user that made the post. It says he became aware of the bug when he tried to launch Helldivers 2, but got an error message. They then tried to restore a license in their account settings, which wiped their library. They advised against trying to restore the licenses as they believe that's what triggered the bug in the first place. So, whatever you do, do not restore licenses. It seems like there's a fucking bug with the restore license feature. I mean, if you're in a situation where your games are fucked up, I guess do not restore the license. Try to find another way to find a solution to this. They advise against trying to restore the license. Yeah, okay, we already read that. PlayStation has yet to comment on the issue publicly. Of course they're not going to fucking comment on it because it only affects 50 people. You know, only if it affects like 50,000 then they'll fucking say something. But if it affects 50 people, they're not going to say shit. That's how all these fucking dog shit companies are. PlayStation with their fucking $80 a year fucking PS Plus. Like, if you want to play online, you got to fucking pay the price. Hell, fucking games are $70 and the fucking PlayStation Plus is $80 a year. Like, how the fuck does the PS Plus cost more than a fucking game does? It's fucking ridiculous. Let's see. Another poster has kept track of everyone affected by the bug, with almost 50 people reporting the same issue, some of which say it started months ago. This is some scary shit. Though it doesn't appear to affect most players, a library wiping bug would be a huge problem for Sony if it escalates further. For now, those affected will just have to hope for a fix, though when that comes, nobody knows. Well, I got your fix right here. It's called buying a fucking Xbox or a PC. Seems like Sony are just going downhill these days. I love Sony. I've fucking been a Sony fanboy since PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But goddamn, it seems like the entire fucking gaming industry is falling apart. Oh, and it looks like or no, this is the original post on Reddit. So I wasn't sure where the user made the post, but it seems like they made the post directly to PlayStation's Reddit. So you know Sony has to fucking see this. 2.7K. Let's venture on over to PlayStation's Reddit and see if it's like at the top. Oh no! Shadows of the Colossus. Obama chicken? What the fuck? Like, no, I'm trying to go to PlayStation. Why the fuck is this on PlayStation's Reddit? What the fuck is all this shit? So I don't see anything about the post on PlayStation's Reddit. That's fine. Play this copyrighted music on my fucking video, you dumbass. Well, I'm assuming. Well, I'm a fucking dumb boomer. I don't use fucking Reddit, so I don't know if I'm fucking using this wrong. Or no, I am using it right. It's just not fucking on here. That's the fucking problem. It's not on here. Everyone's like posting about fucking PlayStation games, but you don't see anything about the fucking PlayStation breaking bug. It's like not even fucking on here. Well, fuck me. I tell you what, let's go on Sony's fucking Twitter. When fucking Google.com is blocked. Why the fuck is Google.com blocked? Wow, I'm having like fucking this whole video's falling apart. Should I make a video about this, or is this me? Is this a me problem? Is Google having problems right now? What the fuck? Well, you're seeing it live on this video. It seems like, so DuckDuckGo is fucking working. Let's go type in fucking Google. Why the fuck won't it let me search for Google? What the hell? What the fuck is happening to my computer right now? Just bear with me if you've made it this far in the video. We're having crazy technical difficulties. Why does it say Google.com is blocked? What the fuck? I'm on Google on my other fucking device right now. This is interesting. What the fuck is happening? Well, like I said, this is the best / worst YouTube channel on the internet. I don't ever edit these videos, so you just got to bear with me. This is like some fucking crazy fucking shit happening, like live on the fucking video. We're gonna move past this. I'll fucking figure out what the fuck is going on. Why the fuck I can't go on Google? The fuck? It's fucking weird. Makes no fucking sense. This whole video is fucking falling apart in real time. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up really soon. We're approaching the 15-minute mark of the video. So leave a comment. Are you someone who's been affected by this bug, this horrible bug that's wiping your fucking games from your PlayStation? It's crazy shit. I can tell you what, if I have this problem on my PlayStation, I will make a video chewing Sony a new asshole. And it doesn't seem like Sony really fucking cares too much about it. I mean, I don't fucking see anything on their Reddit. I can't fucking get to I can't go on Twitter because I don't have a Twitter. I'm not that kind of guy. Normally I'd go on Google and I'd type in Sony. I would type in Sony Twitter or X, whatever the fuck it's called, and I would try to see if they have something about it. Let's see. I'm on my other fucking device right now. I'm gonna go and see if Sony. So Sony's Twitter, no, I don't see anything about this. So Sony is currently not acknowledging that this feature or this bug is taking people's games. You gotta bear with me. I'm fucking falling apart live on there. This is the best / worst channel on YouTube. Leave me a fat old fucking dislike if you think my commentary sucks. I'll be honest with you, it's sucking today. I'm fucking sucking air down my throat and I'm shitting myself. But we post videos every day. We are trying. We are on the grind to post more and more videos every day about technology news, wrestling news, any kind of news. And this is the news today from Sony. So leave a comment. Hopefully nobody has been affected by this horrible, just horrible fucking bug. Sony needs to be held accountable if they are. I tell you what, I'm about ready to hop off the fucking Sony bandwagon if they don't get their shit together. So, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. Thank you for watching this video, and we're out of here.